Hello, it's Todd Guy, the Vinyl Zombie, or the Thrashing Zombie, whatever you want to call me. Today is that time of year again for the Metal Tag 2022. I'll be doing a regular vinyl tag at some point. This is from Scott, the Rock Scout. 20 songs, 20 questions. A couple of these are a little bit difficult for me, but when I get to those, I'll let you know what they are. Let's just get right into this. The first question, favorite reissue of 2021? For me, that would be Annihilator, Never Neverland. From Music on Vinyl, on purple vinyl, 3,500 individually numbered copies, 180 gram vinyl. Man, the heat just kicked on again. I got 3,143. Took forever for this to come, but finally got it, so. There's that one. One down. Number 2, a band you discovered old or new in 2021. There's a couple I could have picked, but I went to listen because I really like this album. This is like their second album. This is Soulburn. This is The Suffocating Darkness. I found this at Bull Moose Records, or whatever it's called. It's Bull Moose in Keene, New Hampshire. Why did I go down to Keene? I don't remember. Just fucking digging, I think. There's a couple other record stores down there and thrift stores, so well, not really thrift stores, but there's that's fallen. Sorry. Snow's falling off the neighbor's roof and looks pretty messed up, like somebody's pushing it off. Anyway, let's get back to this. Sorry. Yeah, this is Crushing Black and Death Doom Metal, featuring former members of Asphyx. It's like silvery. It's really good stuff if you like blackened metal or death metal, doom metal. Man, I don't know if I'd say it blew me away, but I really enjoyed it. I may have to listen to it again and again. So Soulburn. It's actually been around for a while. I didn't know that. Let's see. Number 3. Show an album with an outstanding vocal performance. I assume it's from any album. It's not just this year, because it didn't say this year. I'm going to go with Paladin Ascension. This came out in, I think 2019? Yeah, 2019. It's good music. It's kind of a mix of like power metal with a little bit of like thrashiness. It's got like power metal vocals in a way. Also got some death metal growls in there at certain points. Lead singer's got a great voice. I'm hoping they put out another album soon. It's been already 4 years? 3 years? Something like that, whatever. And this one, odd thing about this one, I put this on and I was looking at it, and it wasn't the song I was thinking it was playing, because it says side 1 on here. You know, it's got the Awakening, Divine Providence, Carpe Diem, Call of the Night, Black Omen, right? And then this side also says side 1 with all the same songs on it. So they put 2 of the wrong tags on it. This is actually side 1. If you check out the Renault Groove, the Dead Wax. This is side B, which I didn't know at the time. So yeah, kind of a misprint there. Fuck up, whatever you want to call it. Good album though. I mean, if you like power metal with some thrashy bits and some death metal vocals in there with power metal vocals, I mean, it's good stuff. Great vocalist, great vocal performance. I enjoyed it. Number 4, show a gap filler. Honestly, I don't have gap fillers. If I don't like an album, even by a band that I love, I won't buy it. Like Anthrax, I need just Volume 8 and my Anthrax like regular studio albums would be complete, but I won't buy that. Why? Because I don't like the whole album. I like maybe 2 or 3 songs. I have to like at least half of the album or more to actually spend money on it. I mean, why would I spend money on an album I'm not going to listen to? I don't have gap fillers. I don't do it. Number 5, show a cheap pickup from 2021. I wasn't going to go with the Alcatraz I bought, but it wasn't really cheap per se. I mean, it was cheaper than what it was originally. It was like over $40 originally. I paid under 20 for it, but that's not really that cheap. I'm going to go with this Strut. Kind of not really metal. It's kind of heavy in parts. I was quite surprised at how good this was. They're kind of in the glam hair metal kind of phase in a way. This got lost in the shuffle, I think, from 1987, I think, 88. You know, at the height of the hair metal days. Like all these bands are coming out, and they just kind of got lost in the shuffle. I think it's pretty good. Take a drink of coffee here. I'm a little stuffy today. Slurping. Alright. Let's keep going. Open. Where am I? Your favorite artwork from a new release. Again, I didn't buy a whole lot of new releases last year, like new albums. I bought a few, and none of them were like, I'm looking at the covers like, I'm not really a big fan of most of these. Evile's Hell Unleashed was alright. A couple other ones I bought were alright. But I'd say this, out of the ones I have, this is probably my favorite because it's kind of just like, this is Gate Creeper, An Unexpected Reality. It's a lot going on here. Excuse me. His face is over here. It's like almost like a wormhole or a black hole up here. His eyes up here looking down, and a hand, and like some kind of creature with like a face and wings coming out of some kind of portal. I mean, it's just kind of cool looking, I think. It's probably my favorite of the ones I have, so. Gate Creeper, An Unexpected Reality. It's basically an EP. It sounds like they did it all in one shot. Because the songs kind of, there's no breaks between the songs really. They play a song and it goes right into the next one, right into the next one, right into the next one. And I've already talked about this album before, but the first side, there's 7 songs, and they're all like a minute or less, it seems like. And then side B is like an 11-minute track, like doomy kind of, whereas the other side is like fast and in your face. But Gate Creeper, man, good band. Good band. Excuse me. Favorite track from 2021. Talking about Evile. Hell Unleashed. Favorite track. I think I love zombie movies, and they have a song on here called Zombie Apocalypse. It's a quick song. It's a couple of minutes, I think. Not even that long, maybe 3 minutes. But it's just fast in your face. It's talking about zombies and shit. It'd be either that or The Thing, 1982. But this whole album is not bad at all. Pretty good. Reminds me, should have been between, if I would have put this somewhere in the Evile discography, it sounds like it should be in between Into the Grave and Infected Nations. This should be the second album, because it kind of sounds like that. Infected Nations went more, not progressive. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a good album. Different singer. The It's Old Drake, All Drake, oh well, all old. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, yeah, Evile. Zombie Apocalypse. A song that became an earworm. I don't know if any songs became earworms. I looked at all the new albums I listened to. None of them really like stuck in my head. There was a song that got stuck in my head, but it wasn't a metal song. It's a pop song. And this is a metal tag, so. But an earworm, a song that became an earworm, every so often, King Diamond's Welcome Home from the album Them will pop into my head. The beginning, where he says, Grandma, welcome home. You know, well, what do you think of the house in the silvery moon? With that high-pitched voice and shit. That pops in my head, so that's kind of an earworm. I don't know why, it's weird. 2 albums destined to be culled from your collection. I already tried to sell these once to the record store. They didn't want them because they weren't in that great a condition. Dokken and Kiss. The funny thing is, I think I bought this. No, I didn't buy this one there. Slug Gun, Tooth and Nail. Yes, I know. These are 2 bands that a lot of people love. I've lost my taste. I still have. I'm keeping Dokken's Back for the Attack. And yes, probably their more commercial album. But I do like that one. But this one, this is another one of those ones where I like. I like the song "Just Got Lucky." And "Alone Again," maybe. Really, and that's it. So why have this, you know? And then Kiss, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Kiss anymore. I don't know. But that's my opinion. I know a lot of people love these 2 bands, so. If anybody wants these 2, actually, I don't even have to sell them. Just contact me. I'll fucking send them to you if you really want them. They're not in terrible condition. They don't skip or anything. But they're thrift store finds from like probably 20 years ago, which you don't find stuff like this anymore in thrift stores usually. Not in my area anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure this isn't an original pressing. This might be, but it's probably not. But if, like, I'm serious. If anybody's interested in these, hell, I'll send them to you for free. You know, whatever. Just give me your address. A band you have gone off. A band you don't really enjoy anymore. Could have picked one of those. But Megadeth. I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad band. I mean, Dave's a great guitarist, great songwriter, puts out some good tunes. But lately, just hearing his whiny, nasally singing just grates on me. And then also something I saw posted on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, somewhere about he was doing a concert or a club or something, and he ranted on about freaking how COVID is controlling us, and you know, it's just a way to keep us freaking sated and blah blah blah. Basically saying COVID's not that bad stuff. Saying that we shouldn't have to get vaccinated and all this other crap. Which kind of like, really, I mean, fuck it. What the fuck? You know, some people think that, some people don't. But fucking keep it to yourself. I don't go around spouting off people should get vaccinated because I believe in it. No fucking whatever. Natural fucking selection, man. Who gives a fuck? I'm done. A 90s album recommendation. It was hard not to pick something that people already know. I mean, especially in the metal community, they'd like know all these fucking bands. Oh yeah, I was gonna show the Megadeth. I took the Megadeth album out. Yeah, so there. This is a lesser known band. I don't even know if they like made it big anywhere. It's a band called Lost Goat from 1999, called Equator. hard rock. Yeah, it's they're from, I think it's from California. I don't know. It's not terrible stuff. Interesting. It's got some heaviness to it. It's got some, maybe a little bit of progressiveness to it. Some psychedelic stuff a little bit. I would definitely say it's hard rock, veering into heavy metal. So Lost Goat, Equator. They might be on the streaming services. I don't know. I haven't looked it up, but pretty good stuff, I think. Not very expensive either. If you find a record of them. Show a 7-inch single or name a single that sold an album to you. Here's a 7-inch single. This is a band called Cemetery Piss. They are not huge. With a name like that, probably never will be. But then, there's Cannibal Corpse, and they're huge, so. But this is Raise the Curtain, which I think was a cover song with Severance epilogue. It's not necessarily on their album that they have out, but I heard this song that made me want to look for more, so it's this. I saw these guys live with Black Fast, Ringworm, Panzer Bastard, maybe? Yeah. They were pretty good, except that the bassist, the chick, the girl here, she seemed like she was either like drugged out or just tired as fuck. Didn't seem like she wanted to be there. But yeah, it's on this. It's supposed to be like a yellow, like piss colored thing, but it's really not. It's more like a white. Pretty good stuff, I think. Like I said, yeah, that song made me want to listen to more of their shit, see what they're about. Cemetery Piss. Cemetery Piss. Screechy kind of vocals. Name an epic song of 8 minutes or more. Like this is another one that how do you pick a song, an epic song that's 8 minutes or more that nobody knows really, nobody talks about. I almost picked "Rhyme of the Ancient Mirror" by Powerslave. Who doesn't know that song? That's a metal classic, And then there's Metallica songs, everybody knows those. So it took me a little while to find this one. This is from a band called Blood Tsunami. This is called thrash metal. They've put out like 4 or 5 albums, I think. They're a kind of a blackened thrash in a way. They have songs like Evil Unleashed, Let Blood Rain, Infernal, Final Carnage, Devoured by Flames, Killing Spree. The song that's the epic song is called God Beater. It's 10 minutes and 1 second. It's an instrumental. Just reminds me of Metallica doing their instrumental kind of thing, like Orion and Call of Cthulhu and stuff like that. It's just it's a bit repetitive, but it has like solos in there, and it switches it up to like time changes and stuff like that. Is it epic? I think it was kind of epic. Kind of reminds me of like Vikings or warlords or whatever, like going on a killing spree and freaking smashing people with hammers and giant hammers and shit. So yeah, I think it's epic. I like this band too. They're pretty good. Not breaking much new ground or anything like that, really, but they're good. Quick opinion on RSD. RSD is basically for collectors who want like colored vinyl or certain pressing, or not certain pressing, but an album that they can resell, like a hard to find album, like the Skid Row Slave of the Grind, the Crow soundtrack, which have both gone up dramatically in price. But I've gone a few times. I only go when there's an album or albums that I really want. Excuse me. Hold on. The only albums that I like really, really want, like the Crow soundtrack. I'm a huge fan of that movie and the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. Enslaved to the Grind. Huge fan of Skid Row. And seeing that was coming out. And now they have a box set out. And if I knew that, I would have waited and just bought the fucking box set, but whatever. But otherwise, it's just... It's a flipper's paradise is what it is. I mean, if there's nothing there that I want, I don't go to it. I'll go in like later to see what they have left and see what the prices are, but I won't. Unless there's an album I really, really want, I will not stand in line and wait for it. So it has to be something I really want. What part of your music setup would you change? I would change my amplifier receiver. This is a JVC from probably late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I'd probably go with something better than a JVC. I could find one for cheaper. But, I mean, it does the job. I'd probably get something that's better, though, if I could. Biggest musical disappointment of 2021. I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but the new Iron Maiden album. I just couldn't get into it. I mean, some people say it's the best thing ever. Takes a few listens. I mean, even the last album I couldn't get into, and I listened to that like 4 or 5 times, and it's still just like, eh. So, yeah, the new Iron Maiden album. But whatever. Name an album you're expecting and looking forward to in 2022. The new Anthrax album is what I'm expecting and waiting for. Will they put it out this year? I don't know. Hopefully. They haven't put one out since, 2016, I think, is when not Worship Music, For All Kings came out. I think it was 2016. Because my kid was still in school. And she's out of school, and she's 22 now. So, I mean, come on, Anthrax. Who would you like to see release a solo album? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no clue. I haven't really thought about that. Whatever. Show a placeholder album you would rebuy in better condition. Maybe this Black Sabbath self-titled first album. The jacket's kind of beat. The record has a lot of surface scratches. It's very noisy when I play it, even during the music and spots. But it was $8 maybe. 10? I don't remember. But it wasn't expensive, and it's a green label, Warner Brothers. I mean, it's an earlier press, but it's noisy. I keep looking for better copies that aren't real expensive, but they're not cheap. So I could just go buy a reissue, I suppose, for better sound. But none of my Black Sabbath are reissues, so I can't change that now. I don't think, anyway. Let's see. Oh, last question. Because of cost or availability, what album have you yet to pick up? Ozzy's No Rest for the Wicked. I think it goes for an insane amount. Hard to find. Every time it pops up somewhere to sell, it's gone like that. It's the only one I need to complete my 80s, early 90s. When did No More Tears come out? That was like 91, right? Anything after No More Tears, I'm not a fan really of. I've listened to the albums and it's kind of like, yeah, it's okay. No Rest for the Wicked back. I have No Rest for the Wicked. I have Ultimate Sin. I have Bark at the Moon, Diary of a Madman, Blizzard of Oz. Is there another one? I think that was it. I don't remember. All I need is No Rest for the Wicked, because I remember when that came out, I fucking loved that album. Zakk Wylde's guitars while he's a great guitarist, but on that album he did a lot of the freaking wow, wow stuff, kind of like every song. It got a little annoying. It's not an album I listen to all the time because of that, but the songwriting is great. Some great tunes on there. Bloodbath in Paradise is on there. What's that one? Miracle Man. Crazy Babies. I mean, these are all pretty big hits. That's the one. So this is a longer video than I expected it to be. That's my Metal Tag 2022. Thanks for watching. Till next time, rock on.